When you think of Alaska, what comes to mind? Is it the abundant wildlife, the unspoiled nature, the quiet peace and solitude, the beautiful landscapes, the dense forests, the snow-capped mountains, the flowing rivers, the wildlife viewing, the whale watching, or the world-class fishing? If you're having a difficult time deciding which to choose, then settle upon all of the above, because all of these incredible attributes and experiences are available within about 10 miles from the property we are going to show you. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on new properties. The property we're about to show you is located on the Kenai Peninsula, surrounded by Cook Inlet and the Gulf of Alaska. In fact, the property is located less than 10 miles from Cook Inlet. Cook Inlet is a large body of water in south-central Alaska, extending from the Gulf of Alaska up to Anchorage. The inlet is named after Captain James Cook, who explored the area in 1778 during his third and final voyage. 8 miles from the property, you'll find Anchor Point, Alaska, with a population a little over 2,000. Anchor Point is the westernmost location in North America that can be reached by a continuous road, which makes it a popular stop for tourists and road trippers. In Anchor Point, you'll find fuel, groceries, restaurants, supplies, professional services. The Anchor River flows through Anchor Point, where it then converges with Cook Inlet. At the Anchor River State Recreation Area, you can enjoy boating, fishing, camping, hiking, kayaking. Some of the fishing opportunities include steelhead, pink salmon, king salmon, and silver salmon. You can then head southwest from Anchor Point, and that will take you to Homer, Alaska. Homer is about 24 miles from the property. Homer is nearly 3 times the size of Anchor Point and has a population a little under 6,000. In Homer, you'll find a hospital, grocery store, building supplies, auto parts, restaurants, professional services. In Homer, you'll also find a regional airport. Homer is often referred to the halibut fishing capital of the world. And people travel to this area of Alaska from across the United States and from around the world just for the fishing opportunities that lie within just a short drive from this property. Wildlife in the area includes moose, bears, both brown and black bears, mountain goats, lynx. A lynx is similar to a bobcat, only a little larger. There's wolves, river otters, bald eagles, puffins. Marine wildlife in the area include orcas, sea otters, sea lions. There are also humpback whales, gray whales, blue whales, beluga whales. And as we mentioned, Cook Inlet is a popular destination for whale watching. Whale watching can be done from shore, but also from in a boat. When whale watching in a boat, you can get up close and personal when the whales breach. And the property is about 215 miles from Anchorage, Alaska. Anchorage is the largest city in Alaska, with a population of around 290,000. Anchorage has an international airport. There's also a hospital, Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Walmart, Costco, many grocery stores, restaurants, entertainment, professional services. Alaska is so sparsely populated that the 290,000 people in Anchorage make up about 40% of the entire state's population. And in this area, there's an enormous amount of publicly accessible land there for your enjoyment, including the Chugach State Park, the Chugach National Forest, Denali National Park and Preserve, the Kenai National Wildlife Refuge, and many more. The Denali National Park and Preserve is over 6 million acres, and the Chugach National Forest is approximately 6.9 million acres, making it the second largest national forest in the entire United States. And if you thought that the 6.9 million acre Chugach National Forest was large, let us introduce you to the Tongass National Forest, which is a whopping, are you ready for this? 16.7 million acres. The Tongass National Forest covers much of southeastern Alaska. There's coastal rainforest, islands, fjords, and stunning mountains. We could be here for hours uncovering all of the natural beauty Alaska has to offer. This property is 6.9 acres. And it's located about 8 miles northeast of Anchor Point. We're going to head straight on over to the interactive map where we have the 6.9 acres highlighted in green. It's a rectangle shape with a triangular point off-center. There's road frontage that runs along 2 sides of the property. There's lots of mature trees, but also open clearings. The 6.9 acres is made up of 2 individual lots. The lot to the east is lot number 6. It's 4.46 acres. And the lot to the west is lot number 9. And that is 2.44 acres, for a combined 6.9 acres. We're offering the 2 lots together as a package because there's an off-grid cabin and a trailer that are positioned near the area where the 2 lots adjoin. If we change the base map to Google and then zoom in here, you can see the off-grid cabin, and the trailer. You can choose to move the location of these items or get rid of them altogether, but one of the advantages of having two individual lots next to each other is that if you wanted to go in together with a family member or friend, you could each have your own lot that is already its own legal description and parcel ID number. Let's say, for example, that you and your brother or you and your sister, perhaps father and son, maybe best friends, you like to go hunting and fishing together, and you each want to have your own individual lot. Just let us know and we'll accommodate that request and title the properties as you see fit. Another advantage of having adjoining lots like this is that if sometime in the future you wanted to sell off a portion, you would not need to go through the sometimes time-consuming and costly process of a subdivision. And when we say subdivision, it's not in the sense of a subdivision that you may see in a metropolitan area with lots of tiny lots and cookie-cutter homes. This is the subdividing of an individual parcel into two or more parts. For example, if you have an 80-acre property and you turned it into two 40-acre properties, that is a subdivision of the 80 acres into the two 40-acre properties. And because you already have two individual lots here, you would not need to go through that process. Here's a satellite image showing the road frontage along the two sides, along with the off-grid cabin and trailer. Here is an aerial image of the property with approximate boundary overlaid. You can see the neighbor to the south has a main home, a couple accessory buildings. Looks like they have a greenhouse. Here's another aerial image showing the road frontage, the off-grid cabin and trailer. There again is the neighbor to the south we just looked at. Now we're getting closer to the property. This road is called Candle Court. Here's the off-grid cabin from the exterior. Here's a sign outside the property that reads, "Welcome to Candle Court, where all deeds are in the light. No trespassing, private property, do not enter, access denied." That is, of course, unless you are the new owner. Here are some more images of the cabin exterior. The previous owner left tools, equipment, supplies. Here are some images of the interior. Definitely would fall under the category of primitive, and that's why it's priced accordingly. Here's some more photos of the exterior, more supplies. Here's the trailer on the property, which appears to be immovable at the moment due to the lack of tires. There's also an outdoor gym so you can stay in shape, and a collection of rocks with scriptures written on them. We'll zoom into one that's more legible in the image. John 10:27, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." To stake your claim on this 6.9 acres in beautiful Alaska, just 10 miles from Cook Inlet and world-class fishing, and surrounded by abundant outdoor recreational opportunities, head on over to our website, landio.com, and navigate to the property details page. There's also a link directly to the property in the description and pinned comment. Once you are on the page, you're going to find over 100 images of the property and the surrounding area. To view those images, click on the full screen icon, then the grid icon to view all those images in a grid format. You can then select any image you'd like to enlarge. You can advance to the next image or go back to the grid. Close out the images. Under the Map tab, you're going to find the interactive map. There's a link where you can view the map in full screen, which will simply open the map in a new tab, and then we have the details. And if you look below the map, you're going to see this green Buy Now button. This Buy Now button allows you to secure the property while it's available with a simple $499 deposit. This $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase, and we cover all of the closing costs. There are no commissions or fees, so your total purchase price for this property is just the $34,997, and your $499 deposit is credited towards that amount. The remaining balance may be paid by wire transfer, cashier's check, ACH, bank draft, credit card, debit card, cryptocurrency, precious metals, or any combination of these methods. We make the whole process super simple and it can be completed in as little as a day. To place your deposit, click this green Buy Now button. It will add the property to your cart, then click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window appears where you enter all your contact and payment information, and then click Pay Now. As soon as your payment has completed, this Buy Now button will automatically turn gray and say Out of Stock. You'll receive an instant notification confirming receipt of the deposit, along with an email regarding the next steps. Some people ask, do I have to go to Alaska for the closing? No, you do not. Everything can take place electronically and through services like USPS, FedEx, and UPS. And if you have any questions, our phone number is on the top of every page of our website. That number is 866-8LANDIO. That's 866-852-6346. And that number also receives text messages. You can also click this contact button and fill out that simple form. And if you have a property that you're looking to sell in Alaska or any other state, click this sell button that you can find on every page of our website. That will open a new tab with a simple form that you can complete in just a couple minutes. And at the end of that form, there's a link where you can schedule a call with us to discuss your property and the process. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at Landio, we sincerely appreciate your support and ask that you help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. Thank you, and God bless.